O'clock football games. We have the Dolphins and the Colts. Another thing with two teams going completely opposite directions, despite the Dolphins getting their first win against us. 1-7, Colts 5-3, 10.5 points, 44 over under. The only question is Jacoby Brissett, will he play? What have we heard, brother?
I heard that he's going to be questionable this week in practice. It's going to be up in the air to see just how that knee responds. So it's something to monitor. I think he's going to go to game day. It's going to be a game time decision. But if he doesn't play, Brian Hoyer at quarterback against this Dolphins team, I'm going to still go with the Colts. I do think that Brissett will play because, he's pushing for it. He really wasn't really favoring that knee last week. He could have went in last week. He said that too.
Yeah, I thought he was supposed to go back out there. I don't know what happened with that.
You saw him on the sideline. He said, "I'm ready. Let's go." He was saying it. But they were just being cautious with him. You can't fault the Colts for that. However, against this Dolphins team, here's another thing. Do you really want to injure him more against the Dolphins? That's something to worry about. But you need every win you could get in this league now. So I'm going to go with this. Whoever plays quarterback, I'm going with the Colts to win. I'm going to go 30-10.
I'm going to do 30-14 Colts. So I'm going to assume Brissett's out there, so that's why I'm giving them that. If Hoyer plays, it'll be more of a struggle, but I agree. They'll still get the dub. I mean, Everyone beats the Dolphins but us. So, yeah, that's an interesting game, I guess, in some regards. Rams, Steelers. This one is a little interesting to me. Steelers 4-4, Rams 5-3, only a 3.5-point favorite, which I find very odd. And the over-under is 44 points, which I would definitely say over for this. But I think the Rams win and they cover up here. I can't see them losing this game. I think Rams get this one 28-21.
I'm going to go with the Rams, too. I don't think Brandon Cooks for them is playing. He's still in concussion protocol.
No, Cooks isn't in there. No.
So I think they're going to be fine regardless. They have more than enough firepower. I'm going to tell you this. I think you're going to see this defense of the Rams, Jalen Ramsey, I think is going to play very well against the Steelers, especially Mason Rudolph will throw. He'll challenge him a bit and regret it highly. I'm going to go with I think that Gurley's going to have a good day. Goff is going to pick it up. Cooper Kupp is just going to run all over the place like he's been doing all year. I'm going to go with the Rams winning this one. I'm going to go 31-20.
Yeah, I agree. So I think it'll be a good get-right game for the Rams.
Yeah.
Panthers and Packers, this is going to be an interesting battle. Two NFC heavyweights somewhat. Panthers 5-3, they're in the mix. Packers, second best team in the NFC. Actually, third best team. So they're 7-2. Panthers 5-3. They're a 5-point favorite. 47 over under. Panthers, I don't think have much of a shot in this football game. I think the Packers will take care of business. They got humbled last week. Packers will get this one done. 27-23, I'll say. So I guess somewhat close, but Aaron Rodgers, Adams will be in there. Pretty sure he played last week. Actually,
yeah, he did. He played.
He'll be more up to speed. Last week he didn't seem to be in the game really. Aaron Jones will get it going like he always does. Rodgers will be good. Packers will put up some points with Allen, Moore, Samuel, and McCaffrey, obviously. So. Yeah. I think it'll be an interesting game, but I think it's Packers season. The Cheeseheads will go to 8-2.
I agree 100%. I think Adams back and healthier than he was last week. I think they're going to be just fine. Panthers are not going to be able to keep up with them. I think that Kyle Allen will be under duress a lot from the law firm of Smith & Smith. Also, another thing, I do think the Packers will struggle against McCaffrey, so that's going to keep them in the game. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go 30-21, but Christian McCaffrey is going to be a majority of their points and majority of their yards.
Okay, yeah, I mean that's how he normally does it. But this is a good big time matchup. Sunday Night Football, Vikings Cowboys, 5-3, 6-3.
The running back power.
Yup, it's Dalvin Cook versus Zeke Elliott. Cowboys 3-point favorites. Vikings 47.5. This is going to be a nice battle with the running backs. You got both quarterbacks who people question at times. Mm-hmm. Prescott hasn't got paid yet, but Who would you actually take, Prescott or Cousins? If you had to choose.
Right now, you're gonna kill me for saying this. I'm gonna take Cousins.
I would take Prescott.
I'm gonna go. Here's what I'm gonna tell you why. Also, another thing with this game, Adam Thielen may not play. Re-aggravated. So here's the thing: it's gonna be all left on Diggs' shoulders, but he could definitely man the load. Definitely, in my opinion. I just think that lately, I think that Kirk Cousins needed that fire lit under his ass. And since then, he's just been lighting it up. Doesn't matter who. All you got to do is just do a screen pass to Dalvin Cook, and he takes it 50, 60 yards every time.
Cook's been doing work all
and then Stephon Diggs, you throw it up, he'll catch it. If Thielen's in there, they'll be fine. But I think they're equipped enough. I think their defense, last week, they didn't get it done against the Chiefs, even without Mahomes. But I think that this defense of the Vikings can take care of Dak Prescott. I really do. So I'm going to go with the Vikings on this. People might call me crazy. I know Will Kane, if he heard this, he'd be pissed. I'm taking Kirk Cousins over Dak, and people might think I'm crazy. Maybe I am crazy. We're all a little crazy sometimes. I'm going to go with the Vikings winning this game 27-23, and here's my bold prediction. My bold prediction is Dak Prescott, when he needs to go down and win the game, he's going to force a terrible turnover.
All right, I actually got Dallas in this one. I think they're going to hold down their home fields. I also don't like what I saw from the Vikings last week. They laid an egg against the Chiefs with Matt Moore. It is what it is. They should have put up more points against that porous defense. They weren't able to. And I think that Dallas is going to get it going. I think they won, but they have a lot of things they need to clean up still. And I think their coaches and staff can definitely get them to do that. Elliott's going to be a beast like he always is. I think Amari Cooper is going to be big, and Prescott's going to make just enough plays to get it done. And I think the Cowboys win this one 24-21. I think it'll be somewhat low scoring because both defenses are very good, and they both get pressure on the quarterback. And I think it's going to be a fun game in Big T. I just think the Cowboys pull it out.
It's going to be interesting to watch. It's going to definitely be exciting, definitely.
Now, this is the best game of the week.
Best game of the week, and this is no joke. This is best for last.
Might be one of the best games all year, actually.
It is.
Monday Night Football. Seahawks and the 49ers.
You know what I'll be doing for
the Seahawks flying high at 7-2. The 49ers flying higher, undefeated. The only unbeaten in the NFL. They are going to be home. Over-under is 46.5. They are 6-point favorites, and I think that the 49ers will stay undefeated.
Ooh.
At first I thought maybe Seahawks, but I've thought about this some more. Here's the problem. The Seahawks don't play no defense.
Yep.
The 49ers play great defense. And that's why I think they'll be able to grind it out. They can use that running. They can run the ball well, play that ball control. And I just think that Jimmy G and the boys will get it done. I'm going to say 34-27. I think we're going to see a lot of scoring, but I just think the 49ers will have one more touchdown. I just think it will be back and forth for a while. I think Jimmy G is going to get a game-winning touchdown to Kittle.
Ooh, okay.
That's my prediction.
You want my prediction? I'm going against you on this one. It was tough for me to do this. I'm going with the Seahawks on this one.
I respect it.
I think, you know who's going to be a factor for them? Josh Gordon. I think that he's going to help this team, give them more offensive firepower that they really didn't need. But he's going to definitely help out a lot. One thing I really do think is that this defense of the Seahawks is abysmal, but they will show up this game because they're going to need it.
We'll see.
They need to win games to stay in this division. And right now, taking down the only undefeated team right now is their priority. I could see it happening. The thing is, though, that I'm worried about, I think Richard Sherman's going to play his heart out.
Oh, yeah, that's a big thing.
That's a big storyline. I think Russell Wilson's going to fly high. I really do. He's going to get that ball out quick. This defense is scary. I think he's going to get the ball out. I expect this game, you are going to see DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett light it up, in my opinion. So, I'm going to go with this. That defense of the second-ranked defense of the 49ers that led up 25 points to the Cardinals is going to let up 31 points to the Seahawks, and they are going to lose 31-30. And it's Russell Wilson going down and getting a game-winning drive. That's my prediction.
Well, I think the 49ers will hold serve. I also think the extra rest will help them. I think the short week in Arizona was a little bit tricky. I just think the 49ers got it cooking. I think Sherman's going to get an interception. Wilson will get picked off, which doesn't happen too often.
There's only second.
I think that It's going to be a great game to watch. I think Nick Bosa's going to leave a stamp on this game as well. And I'm excited for this. Get your popcorn ready for this one. This is big-time stuff. This is box office.
Yes, it is.
So, for this edition of GNT Sports Talk and our Week 9 previews, actually, this is Week 10.
Week 10, yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy.
No, I just lose track of time sometimes. For our Week 10 previews, that's it.
That's it.
So, go ahead.
I'm Bobby Thompson.
I'm Julian Gallardi. Follow, like, subscribe,
sponsor.
Leave comments. Let us know what you think. GNT Sports Talk 2 is our Twitter and Instagram. Apple Podcasts, GNT Sports Talk. If you're watching on the channel, you know what to do. Thanks, everyone.